So I was talking to a friend the other day about one of the biggest challenges of this year in real estate that, has broken records. It's the greatest year of real estate ever, so on and so forth. And there's always challenges with that. So with success comes challenges. And the thing that was the most challenging this year was helping people, advising people on how to navigate this extreme seller's market from a buyer's perspective, and how to advise them on evaluating their offers that they're making. Because in almost every scenario for a fairly decent amount of the year, people were having to pay more than list price to win a house. And that's not normal. That's not how the market normally functions, but it is how it was functioning in 2020 and 2021, specifically because of the pandemic and how it shifted everything around where people work and so on and so forth. So the idea of having to pay more for a house than what it's listed at is definitely a newer concept based off of this market, and something that most of us have never dealt with in real estate. So the challenge of that was to really have heart-to-hearts with people and really be honest with them of where they need to go to potentially win the house. And if they're not comfortable going there, having the client also be okay with that. And that took an adjustment. That definitely was not the normal practice of things. It's not how I normally would advise somebody to have to overpay for things like we've had to do. But with everything, there's a way to evaluate how much somebody will overpay based off of how much money they have, how much they want the house, and where they see themselves. And a lot of the times when we were talking about it, a lot of people felt like this is going to be their 30-year home, which is great. So if you are going to live in a house for 30 years, overpaying for it is not necessarily a bad thing, because you're going to live there and it's going to appreciate in value, and you're not going to have to worry about that overpayment that you made. But another way I would advise a client is if they really don't know how long they're going to be in a property, 3 years, 5 years, maybe 7, being aggressive with overpaying for a house might not make sense to them, because you might not get that equity back out of the house. So these are the types of conversations we were having all year. And luckily, from everything that the market looks like, we're starting to shift back to a more normal market where inventory is balanced, sellers are pricing their houses accordingly, and buyers are able to buy them at those prices. So we're getting away from the extreme nature of the 2021 market and hopefully shifting back into something more normal for everybody. So stay tuned and we'll see how it goes.